Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel or welcome back. This is the analysis of Wendi Adelson's cross examination, part 6, the last one.
Let's jump off topic right now and talk about your boys' names. That in the time after the murder, you changed their last names from Markel to Adelson, right?
Yeah, a year later, yeah.
Why?
I was scared
Of what?
of someone coming to attack them.
He was scared of someone coming to attack them. If someone will come to attack them, they will attack them because of they are Adelson, because they are Charlie's nephews and your boys and Donna's grandchildren, not because of the Markel family name.
Let's talk briefly about your children. The government had asked you the topic of Jewish faith, keeping kosher. You mentioned a bat mitzvah at one point in time. You're currently planning a bat mitzvah for your oldest, right?
No, it already happened.
Okay. Now, that is a very, Christopher, I'm obviously not Jewish, but my understanding is that it is a very, very important thing in the Jewish faith.
It's a very important milestone.
And for those that are very conservative in the Jewish faith, those that keep kosher, so to speak, it's even bigger.
I don't know that it's more important to one segment of Judaism over another, but it's an important coming of age ceremony.
It's where a boy becomes a man. Did you invite Dan Marco, your grandparents?
I did.
You invited them.
I invited them, yes.
When was the last time they saw face-to-face their grandchildren?
April 20th,
Of this year?
just now.
And you agree with me that it had been years since 2016, since the last time they had seen them.
The visit stopped when they threatened to put my children in foster care, yes, but up until that point, they did have visits.
You had no problem letting them see your brother Charles, right?
I'm sorry?
You have no problem letting them hang out with your brother Charles, who's now sitting in custody for first-degree murder.
Well, they can't see him now, can they?
No, they can't, but I'll ask the questions. For years, they weren't able to see their grandchildren despite their pleading to you to see them. But you let them, let me finish, but you let them hang out with your murdering brother, right?
The children were permitted to see their grandparents. I cooked for them. We had play dates. They had sleepovers. When the letter surfaced that they were trying to have my children placed in foster care, the visits stopped.
Again, with the narrative that she's trying to make, that it's not true. She likes to do that. Take like one bit of truth and mix it with some of her stories, make a very different story that's not true. They were not trying to put your kids in foster care.
My brother never threatened to put my children in foster care. If he had,
Your brother did not threaten to put your children in foster care, but he joked about hiring a hitman to kill their father. So that was okay, right? That was okay.
You say you love your boys.
I do say I love my children.
Don't care about the father that they love.
I never said that I don't care about the father that they
Then
love.
look at some of the discovery and help figure it out.
Excuse me?
Then look at some of the evidence and help figure it out so that more lives aren't ruined by this.
I seem to not
Because
understand.
you need to ask a question now. You're making statements, so you need to ask a question.
Understood, Your Honor. If I could have one brief second to check the bill. We started this by saying that this is all about you. It started with you because of this marriage, right?
No. Well, you had tried to say that, but I don't agree.
Say, listen, I'm going to make one final attempt through questions to implore you. You understand that you can't protect your brother Charles, who's going through this case, and protect yourself at the same time. You understand that, right?
I'm here to share the truth with you. I don't know how to answer the question.
Then please end the madness and share the truth. Will you please share the truth with this jury?
I've been sharing the truth since I walked in here. I've done nothing but share the truth.
You know what happened here, despite your claims to the jury that you haven't looked at anything, you haven't discussed with anybody, you haven't confronted your brother. You know what happened here, right?
I do not know what happened here, and if I did, I would have shared it with the police 8 years ago.
You know that your brother went behind your back don't you?
I do not.
Like he always does. This is something that he has always done, isn't it?
Not.
You found out after that your brother had done this and gone behind your back. That's why you were thrown up at that dinner, right?
No, it's not.
You know that it didn't involve Katie either, right?
I don't know anything.
If you're not going to say
I'm
all of that and
clueless.
finally give the truth, why don't you just admit to this jury that you're guilty?
Because I'm not guilty.
Until you keep on defending your parents and Charlie Adelson and keep on saying that you know nothing, you're clueless, you are guilty. What side is she choosing? Where is she standing in this whole thing? It's very clear. Whatever amount of lies she's gonna come and tell us is not gonna change the fact that she is standing on the murderer's side. I really feel sorry for the boys. I mean, she always tried to say, "Oh, I love my boys, tried to protect my boys." They threatened to put them in foster care. This is nothing compared to what's going to happen when they grow up and they have a say in their lives. They're going to read everything and they're going to watch everything and they're going to hear in their ears everything. And they're going to know who's the murderer and who killed their father. And they're going to hear you on the stand lying.
And you referenced a letter that you characterized as the grandparents threatening to put the children in foster care. Is that an email that was sent from the Markells to my office?
Yes.
Okay. And that was in reference to, in the event that you and the people that care for these children, who at the time were very young, were arrested, that the grandparents wanted to make sure, because they live in Canada, right?
They do.
They wanted to make sure that a specific organization could be contacted to care for the children so that someone was there to care for them until a relative could get there.
I don't remember the bit about a relative getting there.
Okay, well, they weren't just going to leave them in foster care, right?
I don't know.
Okay. But
I don't know what this smirk that she has on the face. Really? You don't know? I mean, don't you see facts and evidence right in front of your eyes? Who is the predator over here? You and your family are the bad ones, are the bad guys, are the ones that could do something like that. Oh my God, like your brother threatened so many times, joked about hiring a hitman to kill the father of your children. Still, you let him hang out with the boys and you let him see the boys. Donna has offered $1 million to them so he can let you move out and she told the kids, "Oh, your dad is trying to take my sunshine away," and that's just the things that we know about. And there's a lot more. And you still let the kids with Donna and with Charlie. But the Markells say one thing. They asked the prosecution in a private email that in the event of something happens and they get arrested and she gets arrested, and that's what actually happened. Charlie really got arrested. Like one of your family got arrested. Then they wouldn't imagining things. This is true. This is happening. Your own brother got arrested maliciously. Forbid them to see the kids and then say on the stand that they are threatening to put them in foster care. Like you don't know about that if they're gonna leave them in foster care or not. Really? Are they this kind of people? Do you think that Dan Markel's parents are these kind of people that would be okay with leaving the kids in foster care and not like attending to them? Do you really, Wendy? Really?
the specific nature of the email, you will agree, was in the event that there's some kind of mass arrest, because they don't know who's getting ready to go to jail next, right? And they're not privy to the investigation any more than you are, right? Law enforcement investigations, they're secret. Sure. Their concern, would you agree the concern ultimately in the email was for the care of the children?
The concern was to make sure the children were under good care, but as their mother, I know they're always under good care with me.
Right,
What?
And there's no
the
need for
email
foster care.
contemplated you not being available to care.
That's not possible.
Because it's not possible for you to get arrested.
Correct. Because I've done nothing wrong and I believe in our justice system.
Well, just wanted to clarify the nature of that. In this case, you were asked about, why aren't your parents coming to testify? You, as you mentioned, gave a police interview in this case, right? Correct. And consented to the search of your phone, etc. You gave testimony in this case, right?
Yes.
All right. And your parents did not, correct?
They did not give testimony.
They have not testified. They have not given a
to come
police.
testify, but they would if they were asked.
Really?
Okay. And have they given any police interviews?
They would have, but the police never contacted them.
The police did contact them, didn't they? And they refused.
No,
Are they represented by counsel?
they are represented by counsel.
And they'll come testify if they want to.
If they are under state subpoena, just like I was, they would come testify.
All right. And do you know what they would testify to?
They would testify to whatever they know.
Do you know what they know?
I have no idea what they know.
They've never told you.
No.
You never asked them.
No.
You never had any conversations with them about this murder.
I've been advised by my counsel not to.
Really?
Right. So nobody, including your brother
Such a good
Charlie,
girl.
has admitted or denied to you any involvement in the murder, one way or the other. Correct. Same with your parents. Correct. One moment.
She lives in La La Land. She does truly live in La La Land, and she wants to convince this jury that everything she's saying is the truth. Seriously? You've been advised by your counsel not to talk to your parents about this? Really? Such a good girl. You listen very good to your counsel, right? Yeah. God. Spoiled princess. So this was the last part of Wendi Adelson's cross-examination that we have. And I hope you liked my analysis and my reviews, my dissection, my comments. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.